Hey everyone, today we are going to go and talk about the patch notes for November 6th. There are actually tons of details to talk about. We got new reactors as well as new characters and such. And basically this is going to be kind of like a soft review going over what has changed for those characters after those things. So first of all, we have new alternate reactor update, and first character on the list is Replacer Queen, and her reactor is going to be enhancing her passive skill size. Basically, she is able to charge up her skills faster. This allows her to able to spam her special as well as alt skill faster, and it will also boost up her ultimate skill damage amp as well. So essentially, her ult becomes much more stronger after certain stack. I think that her first ult still doesn't hit that hard, but her second ult is when it starts to nuke targets, and it does hit pretty hard in my opinion. Even at the first ultimate skill where it's not going to be full stack, it will still do much more damage than before, and depending on which character you use and such, I think you are going to be doing more than enough damage in my opinions. So Queen basically kind of like the damage in my opinions. I think that was the kind of main drawback for her, especially throughout PvP. I think the requirement to stack up her passive stack still exists, so if you cannot kill enemies or summon a lot of units to go along with it, it's going to be harder to be used. But the Felix is going to be coming out pretty soon, which summons a lot of enemies, as well as if you can use that with the Replacer King, that's another great combinations. And Blue Ridge Ship, of course, is another great additions as well. So there are multiple ways to stack up her passive stacks better, in my opinions, and long as you can get her stacks to a certain degree, you'll definitely see her doing way more damage with her ultimate skills and charging up her skills much faster as well. So overall, long story short, I think this is very worthwhile reactor, especially for PvP. Not too sure about PvE at the moment. She's definitely not the best character, but I think new dive is coming out for Korean server as well, and if it is change type enemies, and since Queen is change type, she will definitely do a pretty good damage, and dive is where they usually spawn a lot of enemies as well. So in those situations, I can see Queen start to doing a massive amount of damage compared to the other characters. So we'll definitely see what it will be like, but as of right now, that's just a placeholder place, so we'll test her out for sure. But long story short, I think her reactor is really good, and it's definitely worth it in my opinions. Second character we have is a Yumi, and she is unlocking level 2 this time, and it's going to be giving her more HP as well as evasion boost as well. Pretty simple but very effective reactor in my opinions. This made her much more tankier, and I think she's honestly really amazing for 3-cost defender now. Of course, I think 3-cost defenders is just more of a kind of holding the line for a bit. It's not like either awakening or higher cost defender to last much longer. From my experience, I think she's good. You will definitely see her be used in PvP time to time. So if you feel like she is too much for you, then you can decide to try out the reactor. But personally, I think it's more of something you can skip, but if you really love this character, I think you will find this reactor very pleasant and nice upgrade. Next, let's talk about new counterpass units, which is Fatima, and she will be introduced in episode 12 for the first time, so we should be getting it next week along with the Felix, I think. I'm not too sure. I think we waited long enough, so we'll see. I already have PD ready for Felix, so let's see if I can get lucky or not. But regardless, she is really amazing 3-cost SSR counter defender in my opinions. And to summarize her kits, she is basically a crowd control character that we never seen before. So with her deployment skill, as she gets deployed into the field, she applies a freezing debuff to the targets, which is almost like a stun. It really slows them down and holds them down in the spots. After that, following up with her special skill, she is able to stun the targets for 5 seconds with her special skill. And when she gets redeployed, she is going to be resetting cooldown time for her special skills as well. So if you deploy her again, she's going to be applying the freezing again to kind of hold down the targets, and also apply her special skill once again to stun the target for another 5 seconds. Of course, in PvP, it's going to be harder to keep redeploying the units because you are going to be lacking the costs, and you maybe get a chance to redeploy her maybe up to 3 times in a match depending on the week and such. But regardless, I think she gets her job done for 3 costs with her passive and a special skill alone. I think her ultimate skill is kind of lacking. I think that's just an additional thing. So main usage you are aiming with her is her passive skill and special skills to freeze targets and stun the enemies for a few seconds. Of course, her freezing effect can combine really well with Awakened Regina as well. So this character will definitely make your Awakened Regina much more stronger through PvP, because instantly able to apply the freeze stacks also triggers Awakened Regina's special ability as well to do more damage. So Fatima is one of the best characters to be used with Awakened Regina. Of course, there is a downside of this character, I think, in my opinion, is that you have to utilize her passive skill first of all, and special skills is really nice follow-up after the passive skill. Meaning you kind of have to camp to see the full benefit of this character. If there is no enemy coming towards you within range of Fatima, you can't really take a benefit with her passive skill. She loses a lot of value in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, I think she's still really amazing 3-cost defender without even her passive ability to freeze the targets, but that's part of her main kits. So if you're not utilizing that, you might as well use out a defender. And a lot of time you're going to be using Shushop as well in my opinions. So trying to camp with the Shushop and you don't have any other defenders and you have to force to use Fatima to trigger your operator trigger, it's going to be kind of wasting her passive ability. So from my opinions, she is still extremely OP, but there are definitely situations where you will feel like it's kind of harder to use her. Character like Awakening Mina coming towards to you, Fatima is a perfect character to block that. Rem Rush kind of thing, Fatima is another amazing character to stop that. Jaina kind of rush comp, Fatima is another amazing character to stop those comp as well. It's not perfect and they are going to be using Fatima as well, so it won't be easy as I'm trying to describe, but I'm saying before it was really hard for you to kind of deal with Mina deploying in the mid lane and taking down your back line. Now you definitely have a way to kind of fight against that, so that's a huge plus in my opinions. So regardless, I think that's really amazing ability. And next we have a Cafe Strega 2nd anniversary event as well. We'll shortly go through after the event comes out. Basically finish the daily missions and you are going to be getting this recipes and stuff and make these drinks, and you are going to be getting rewards, and with this rewards you are able to buy the shop items and such, which you're able to finish, I'm assuming, full set of furniture to decorate your dorm that to look like a Cafe Strega in real life. So that's pretty cool, and you're also going to be able to get the increased skin from the event as well. So that is pretty simple but nice fun event that's going to be giving you fun rewards. And the raid is going to be switching out again, and this time it's going to be Kraken. So Kraken videos are already up on this channel, so you can definitely look that up. If there is a better speed run towards to it, I will definitely post it, but I think what already is up on the channel is going to be more than good enough. So unless I find something really amazing with some of the new character that released in Korean server, like a Felix and such, we'll probably still use what we used before. And with the returning characters, we got Mavka. She's going to be amazing character for Krakens and PvE in general. So if you don't have her, this might be a great chance. Like if you're having trouble with Krakens, pulling Mavka is going to be life-saving in my opinions. I actually have 120 Mavka now, so I think Kraken raids is going to be quite fun with her in my opinions. And we have Awakened Jushin banner returning as well, one of the best character with the reactor in my opinion right now. So if you don't have him, he is really cool looking and really fun character to be using with her counter setup as well. So I highly recommend for this character as well. And replace the queen, of course, since we are receiving a reactor this week with this patch. I guess that's why we are getting rerun for her. And she still isn't that great for PvE in my opinion compared to other sniper characters or other 5-cost units that you could be using instead, but we'll definitely see what her performance will be in a new dive floors and Korean server. And we also getting Yumi as well as a returning banner since she's probably getting reactor. Like I said, I think it's pretty good reactor. And we're also getting Luna, pretty good counter against the aerial units. And we got a Lulu as well with the reactors. She's a pretty good counter against the sleep units like Gremory and such as well. And we are also getting Sanaya Banner as well. And if you don't have her, she is pretty amazing character for PvP and Breathtrap for PvE as well, up to a certain degree. And we also got the Shishap rerunning as well, which is another amazing operator. And we also have a Merlin as well, which is kind of like a meme character, but she looks really gorgeous and amazing. So if you want to collect her as a collection value, there she is. And we have Substream event Resource Drop for CL story as well. So that is pretty much it for this patch notes. I ended up talking too much about the characters, but hope that gave you good insight about it. And that is pretty much it. But I'm pretty sure we'll see Felix next week. And with the Felix out, I think you will definitely see the true power of the Queen as well, because her summons are pretty good ways to stack up her passive skills and such. So yeah. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys next time with more videos. Thanks for watching. Take care.